Welcome back. This is our haul video. It's not a regular podcast. This is the haul video from the Maine Yarn Cruise. So if you love haul videos, you are in for a treat. If you don't like haul videos, please check out one of our other videos that would maybe be more appealing. But this is basically all of the things that we bought while on the Maine Yarn Cruise for 2023. And we're going to share with you the locations and all the things. So up here in the thing, on one side or the other, there will be a link to the playlist for our adventures, Yarny adventures, and everything we did on the Yarn Cruise. Some beautiful scenery from the great state of Maine, and all the things. So, the first stop on the Maine Yarn Cruise was
Nezinscot Farm.
Nezinscot Farm.
Yeah.
And where is our haul from Nezinscot Farm, Julie? Right here. Everything we got at Nezinscot Farm was edible, and it's gone.
Gone.
They have an amazing bakery and coffee and lunch and all kinds of yummy things.
Cafe side. They have like a deli counter case.
And like an old-fashioned general store feel. Like, it's just an amazing little place. And we got food for eating on the road, and we got food to bring home. So it was at the beginning of the cruise, like September was our beginning.
Yeah.
So it's gone, but it was lovely.
Yep.
So that was all for Nezinscot Farm. We don't have anything to share but our experience. So the next stop was Pins and Needles, which is in Farmington. And Pins and Needles is a great variety shop. They've got lots of fabrics and sewing patterns and yarn, and just a great little all-around crafty store. And at Pins and Needles, what did we get there, Julie?
Pins and Needles. Well, I've been wanting to make, I don't have any like fall theme, Halloween theme, anything to do with autumn. I don't have a project bag with that theme. So that's what I was on the hunt for when I went in there. And they did not disappoint.
No.
I'm not big on like huge in your face Halloween. I'd rather have more of the autumn theme. Fall theme, yeah. And some things I wasn't looking for cartoony or that kind of thing, so I found some gorgeous. I think wasn't this one? I think this one was in the sale area.
I think so. I think it was discounted.
It's beautiful.
So pretty.
Oh, it's so pretty.
It's going to make a gorgeous project bag.
It's so pretty. Yeah. So I'm thinking that's probably at least part of the outside of my project bag. I do have a pretty good fabric stash also.
Me too.
I know I have something that will coordinate with this, because I think the bottom of the bag I'll do in a solid that coordinates with this. And then I got this fabric for the inside. I like a nice, I hope that'll show. Yeah, it's showing. I like a nice light lining for my bags, because I feel like I can see things better in it when it's got a light lining. So that's the lining. And then after I'd already made up my mind on these, I also am absolutely in love with batiks. I think this might have been in the sale area too.
That one's so
Look at that.
pretty. It reminds me of like henna tattoos.
Yes, that's what I said when I got it.
Yeah.
So that one's very pretty too.
Yeah.
I might end up with more than one bag. I got to get on it, or it'll be.
I have so much fabric. I have no business buying fabric.
No, me either.
But most of my fabric is fat quarters, which doesn't make a very big project bag.
Yeah.
Those are going to make great project bags.
Yep.
And so, following in Julie's footsteps and heavily enabled, I also got fabric for project bags, and mine
so cute.
is so cute. I'm not going to open it too big.
It's so adorable.
It's so cute. Little woolly
sheep balls.
This guy with the temperature, like the no iron, like the instructions so we don't shrink him. So cute. And then as a coordinating fabric with that, I found this.
Perfect.
It's so just fun, bright red. It's like the perfect red to go along with the sheep.
Yep.
Yeah. So that is what I got at Pins and Needles. And we always have such a good time there.
Yeah.
So much fun. So that was it for that shop.
She told us, she says, I could tell you two were serious when you came in. You're wearing your knitwear.
Yep. Yeah, I think we both had on, I think I had on derecho and you had on your summer, that other summer top you have.
My Anchors
one.
Summer shirt?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Lots of fun.
Yep.
And then the next stop was Wrinkle and Thyme. And you'll definitely want to check out the video for that trip. Yeah. There's a video, a sequence in that video where we caught the sheep following around. I can never remember what her name is, but she was putting up fencing.
The shepherdess.
And the shepherdess was putting up new fencing, and the sheep were following her around, and you just heard them, like, all of their different tones. It was like, bah, and then, bah, and like they had all different voices, and they were just following her around. It was so cute. So definitely want to check that video out. Yeah. You did not make a purchase at Wrinkle and Thyme. I did get, and I was so envious of you getting this last year. So I definitely picked one up. It's a little, like a ditty bag for your spinning wheel. And you can put, like, you know, scissors and your orifice hook, like all the little things. It's got little pockets in there. And then a big major pocket for, you know, your bigger items. And yeah, it's just a cute little bag. And that is from Made in Maine.
Is that her? Did she say that's her niece?
I think so. Some relation to
the
shepherdesses.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so super cute with the little hearts.
Yeah.
And I had to have one, so I did. And then
I even enabled from last year.
Yes. Because that's what she does. Trust me, you're about to see how well her enabling is. So the next stop was Fibre and Vine, and they are where's Wrinkle and Thyme located?
Wrinkle and Thyme is Sumner.
And then our next stop was Fibre and Vine, and they are in Norway. Last year we hit them when they had like a street fair going on. It was so much fun. Yeah. This year it was a little more subdued. Quiet Saturday.
But there were kids. They were doing some kind of a scavenger hunt, I think it was.
Yes, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was fun.
There were kids
running up and down the street.
All over the place, and they'd come up to you and they'd be just like,
can we take your picture?
We're doing a project.
Sure.
They'd take your picture. Thank you so much. Phew, off they'd go to God, if you could bottle that energy, right?
Right.
But Fibre and Vine had nice little gifts.
Yeah.
So they had, I don't know if you can see, these little packets with their sticker on them, and they've got bulb stitch markers on them, which I much appreciate. These are the best stitch markers. And they also had some patterns for us, and you got to pick which pattern you wanted. Oh, thank you. I'm lame duck here. And so I think this is where I got it. Pretty sure this is where I got it, but I get Summer Solstice, which is a beautiful shawl, and yeah, it looks like it's going to be like just so much fun. It's nice and open and airy, and yeah, so that looks fun. And then I think this came from them as well.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. I think we get to choose two.
This Noro, and you know how much I love a Noro. This is like a poncho, and I knit my first poncho last year, and I absolutely love it. So I think that is going to be really fun to knit. And did you get any? Did you purchase anything at?
No, I didn't get anything at
Fibre and Vine. I really love their candles at Fibre and Vine, but I have so many candles, I just couldn't do it. However, I did find a gift. So I really hope that somebody doesn't watch this video because this is a Christmas gift for somebody. And I hope they enjoy it.
Yeah, it's so cute.
Because they just recently started to do this. She's in the living room, so I have to be quiet. So I'm hoping that she enjoys that.
Oh, I'm sure she will.
Yeah. So there we go. That was Fibre and Vine. Yep. And the next stop was our friends Amy and Jim at Good Karma in Bridgeton. Yes. And what I love about Good Karma is you walk into that shop and it just like smells so amazing.
Soaps.
And I love these little sisal bags to put your soap in. And I love their soap. So the two just go together. And I have one of these bags in my master bathroom. I need one for the camper. It's perfect because camper, like, you don't want to leave your soap just lying around. It'll bounce all over the place. But this you can hang from one of the knobs and it will stay put. So I want that for the camper. And then of course I got soap. I got Oats and Honey, which is a beautiful chocolatey brown, and it just smells. I think all the smells are kind of they're very clean smelling and very natural smelling. Yeah. That's the only way I can describe it. This one is Soappuccino with fennel and lemon. Oh my god, it smells licorice-y.
Oh, yes, it does.
I know, you don't like licorice. I love
black licorice. Like
yes.
the black licorice.
Yeah. And this is Dylan's favorite. This is Crow's Oil Blend. And Dylan just loves that. It kind of has a cinnamony scent to it.
Yeah, that
It's got cloves.
I can smell the cloves.
Oil of clove, lemon, eucalyptus, rosemary, cinnamon. Yeah.
I got that hint of eucalyptus too.
Yeah. And then this is spearmint and basil.
Oh, this is one of my favorites.
I love it. So clean smelling. So yeah, that's their soap. So amazing. Such nice people. And always a pleasure to run down there. And what did you get at Good Karma?
I got an attachment, and did not bring it. But if you go on their website, Jim collaborated with, all I know is his name is Ed. I can't remember his last name. But he collaborated with someone and is 3D printing an accessory for the circular sock machines. Because if you are not using your circular sock machine, your needles are exposed and they kind of stick out when you have them on your table. You know, the whole contraption kind of sticks out from the table. Very easy to bump and bang and catch
yourself on
especially knits. If you're wearing a knit sweater and you go by, those needles want to grab your knits. I've been just putting a muslin bag over top of it to keep the needles covered and as a dust cover. But they are now 3D printing a specially shaped and sized cover for that whole CSM head. And it's really cool. They call it the Edgy Ed and Jim collaboration.
I love it.
The Edgy. So yeah, if you go to their website, it's Good Karma Yarn and Soap, I think is their website now, goodkarmayarnandsoap.com. You can see this edgy contraption and it's very cool. So I got one of those and I got 4 bars of soap, all the same, and it's their bug
blend or bug off,
bug dope, bug something.
Might be bug dope soap.
I think it might be bug dope soap.
Yeah, and it's great stuff.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
So 4 bars of that. I ought to be set for a little while.
Yep. So that was the first trip.
Yep. And that was a long day.
That was a long day. And then the second trip was a short trip. Just 2 little shops. Maine Alpaca Experience. We went to the store. We did not get out to the farm this year, unfortunately. But we did get to the store. And so my purchase at Maine Alpaca was another, it's in a bag, sorry, but it's another bit of onyx. So I love this Alpaca's fiber. I think this is my 3rd bump of her fiber.
And maybe the last.
And maybe the last. Yeah. They
Onyx
sold her.
She's
gone to a new farm. But her fiber is just, it's natural,
unreal,
undyed black alpaca fiber. And I've actually got some other black alpaca fiber I got from another event at another vendor. And it's not nearly as black. Nope. It's beautiful. It's a great,
but it's more like it's a deep
brown.
Chocolate.
Yes.
Brown. It's not a black.
Yes.
And this is
Onyx
black.
is black. So
and it glows, it shimmers. They're just, it's beautiful.
I love it. So yeah, I definitely had to get some of that.
It was the last one there.
Yeah. So now I have 3 bumps. I have no idea what it's going to live to be, when it'll ever get spun even, but it's going to be. Every year I get my grandkids something from the alpaca store because it's so soft and squishy and lovely. The first year I ever got them anything, I think I got them a gerbil because they had hamster, or not gerbils, a hamster. Because their hamsters had died, and so I got them hamsters that wouldn't die. Yeah. And then the next year I got them little felted dogs that looked like their dog that they had just lost. So this year I didn't really have a theme. I just wanted to get them something soft and fuzzy, so I got them little teddy bears. And they're made out of alpaca, so they're super, super soft. That one, I think, is going to be Dylan's. Yes, that one is Dylan's. A little teddy bear for Dylan. Lincoln, I got a Lincoln Lion. Because that's what we call him, is Lincoln Lion. So, they do sometimes watch this podcast, so I hope they don't watch this one. Together, we got squirrels! Like our logo. The Nutty Nitty Sisters. Because we are nutty. Yeah. And we squirrel. So, of course, we had to get squirrels. Yep.
Now, we can put them in a car.
You can put them in the car. Yes, yes, yes. So, they are so cute. And I love going to that store. She is just so sweet. Yeah. She talked about doing like some collaboration, going out and doing maybe a podcast there at the farm, which I'd love to do. And hopefully we can reconnect with them next spring and make that happen. They even have sessions where they will put, like, she's talked about a woman who really wanted to touch the alpacas but had some mobility issues, so they put a bench in the pen with the alpacas so the lady could go and sit. Yeah. And you can just sit with the alpacas.
Custom experiences.
Yeah. So they talked about maybe letting us do a podcast with the alpacas just kind of wandering around us. Yeah. Talk about squirreling. Yeah.
And they have a nice little sitting area now down at the store. Yes. They have
the gazebo.
They have a regular, at the store.
Oh, yes.
The sitting area in the store.
Yes.
I think it's Wednesdays from 4 to 6.
Yeah.
I think is what it is.
They have like a knitting
they have like open knitting. Come on in, sit and knit. Sit and craft. I mean, they have weaving there that people come in and do whatever crafting you want to do. And we even talked about maybe if there's interest, so let us know. If there's interest, maybe we could figure out something that we could get together and sit and knit there.
Yeah. Do like a meet and greet kind of thing. So yeah, just hang out. That would be fun.
That would be fun.
So after Maine Alpaca, what else did you get at Maine Alpaca Experience?
Yep.
Besides your squirrely bits.
Yes. So we have a couple of new nieces.
Yes, we do.
In our family.
Grand nieces, right?
No,
because Julia.
Oh, Julie and Jessica are nieces. Yes, nieces, so they are grand nieces.
Grand nieces. Oh my
gosh. And so I wanted to get these little socks. They have socks there, and you guys, they have so much alpaca and wool clothing there, and you won't believe the prices. They are unbelievably reasonable prices. Yeah. And I had to get them. I had bought a pair. I think it was last year. And
never got them to the first grandnieces.
The first grandniece
these nieces had.
Yes,
it's so cute. They both had their first baby together.
Yep.
And then they both got pregnant at the same time for their second baby too. So they had both of their babies are going to be able to grow up together.
Built-in play cousins. It's awesome. So I had gotten one pair for the one grandniece. So I picked up another pair for the other grandniece. Now those, no, these are for the new babies. The new grandnieces. The tiny socks are for the new grandbabies. And they're alpaca. These are washable too, I believe. Wash and wear. Yep, wash, cold wash. You can even tumble dry on your low cycle, low heat. And then, of course, can't leave out the other grandnieces. No. So I got them matchy grippy socks.
Grippy socks for little runners.
Yeah. Oh, they're just
Mobile
so
babies.
Cute. And because those socks just look so comfy and cozy, I had to get me a pair too.
Those are beautiful too.
Yeah, they really are. They're so, oh my God, they're just so soft.
Super squishy.
And I mean, for the price, I won't give it away.
Yeah.
You gotta go to the store and see. But you
couldn't knit them
yourself. You can't make them for this price. Yeah. You'll pay more for your skein of yarn to make these socks than you buy the socks for. Sure. Just saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Super reasonable price.
Yep.
All right. That is Maine Alpaca. And so after stopping there, we scampered down to Cashmere Goat is in Camden, Maine, downtown Camden.
Alpaca? That one's in Northport.
Northport. Where's the farm? The farm is in Unity?
Yes, Unity.
Yeah, Unity. So Cashmere Goat is in downtown Camden. And I also got another gift item at Cashmere Goat for somebody who's in the building. But this is amazing because she is just like her mama and a big old nerd and let the nerd flag fly. And so this is right up both of our alleys. I'm kind of stoked because it has the pattern for all of these. But I think it only has the materials for this. For this guy. Oh no, for these two.
Yes, those two.
But the book has the pattern for all of them. Mm-hmm. So, although you don't have all the yarn to make all of them in this kit, you can always get the yarn separately.
And there's a lot of the shops that we've been in this year are selling those little mini skeins of the cotton yarn because this amigurumi is hot right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So that is a gift. That was at Cashmere. Because I said I didn't have enough barber cords, I got a set of white barber cords. And these little guys were orphans. And if you watch our yarning adventures before, you know I am a sucker for orphans. So these little alone gnomes came home. They're so cute. Little needle stoppers, needle toppers. And they were just too cute and they were all lonesome. So they had to come home with me. And then we got some stickers to put on the back of the car. I can't wait to put these on the car. And then I also got, I think I had one of these on my car before, but it came off. So I'm very happy to replace that. Kind people are my kind of people. And then this soap. This soap is so pretty and so yummy smelling. Who is this by? This is by Long Winter Soap Company.
And they're here in Maine, right?
Damerscotta, yes. They're right in Damerscotta, Maine. So this is called Unicorn Farts. Because why wouldn't you want to bathe in unicorn farts? Right? And the soap is just beautiful. It's got sparkle.
The top shimmers.
Yeah, it's got like, I don't know if, there you go. A little bit. And if unicorn farts smell like that,
bathing it all day.
I wish my husband was a unicorn, I'm just going to say.
That smells so good.
Yeah. It's amazing. And I cannot wait. That's going to be like a dilly bar.
Oh, yeah.
Not Dairy Queen dilly bar, but Dylan is going to want to have the unicorn fart soap. So that was the Cashmere Goat haul. What did you get at Cashmere Goat?
Cashmere Goat. Let's see. we've got, oh, I got a few little goodies down there. Okay, so yes, I had to get stickers. Well, sticker, I got a sparkly sticker. I got a couple of pins.
Love the pins.
Cashmere Goat pin. And their Cashmere Goat logo pin.
Love it. And we found out that they do a podcast on YouTube.
Yeah.
So we will definitely leave a link. If you look for Cashmere Goat, you'll find them. They're so much fun. I looked up the episode she talked about with the bug. Yeah. And oh my God, it was hilarious.
Oh, really? Oh, I haven't watched it yet. Gonna have to find it. Gonna have to find it. I also got a soap from Long Winter Soap Company. I got this one. Was yours the wool soap or the wash soap?
Oh yeah, you're right. You know what? I don't think it is for washing yourself.
Are you sure?
No, this one is for washing yourself.
Yeah, and mine is a wool soap.
Yours is a wool soap. This is for washing your body.
This one is a wool soap. This is Jacob. There's no fancy like color or anything to it, but they named it after different sheep breeds. So mine's Jacob,
and it's so clean.
Yeah, it's not an overpowering smell at all. It's got some lemongrass. I think it's got lemongrass. So it's water, lye, coconut oil, coconut, olive, and canola oil. The stickers on it, but I do see lemongrass essence there. So it's just a nice clean
smelling. Yeah, it's gonna be great for wool, washing your wool. Items.
Love that one. And then something was just calling to me, and do I even remember what it was they had there? Was it mittens? It was mittens.
I think it was mittens.
It was mittens.
Yes.
Whew. Remembered what it was for. Now if I can just...
That's going in the Wayback Machine.
Yeah, it is. I think I took a picture of them, so I
probably
remember what the name was. But do I know it now? Nope. Anyway, some Malabrigo Rios. And this color is Yo-Yo. So this is is it chunky pretty. Or bulky? One of those.
Yeah.
I don't remember which, but it's their super bulky actually.
Super bulky.
Isn't that pretty?
I love it. So much color.
I'm gonna make me a pair of scrummy mittens
and
for winter.
When you knit that up, the colors just there's no pooling. There's no
they just play across the fabric really nicely. Yeah. Malabrigo is just. They're amazing.
They have such nice depth of color in their yarns.
Yeah. Another place we went to, I was picking up their little unicorn tails looking at them. Their glazing technique is just unreal. Unreal.
So that was it for that day. And the next day was, the next time we went out was
just a one-stop
quick trip to... where's Mary Margaret's located? Castine.
Castine, yes.
So we went to Mary Margaret's in Castine, and they got some great clothes and things. Nothing that unfortunately really was my size range. They do have a lot of yarn, and they also have a little area in the back that has a lot of kitchen products and home, home stuff,
home goods.
And so I don't have it because it's in my refrigerator, but I got it's like a little, I'll put a picture in. It's like a little plastic ball and you put a tomato in it. So when you put your tomato in your refrigerator, it might get knocked around in the produce bin. It doesn't get all bruised up and yucky, right? Yep. So that's already put to use.
Yeah.
And what did you get at Mary Margaret's?
I didn't get anything. I really had a great time. They've got some beautiful leather goods there too. It's leather bags.
So tempting.
It's so hard for me to resist.
Yeah.
Because
I did not enable very well at all.
And they've got what were the other things we were looking at? They've got candle melts, like the wax melts for the warmers for scents. All kinds of gifts. Well, I can't remember the brand, but little infant clothing.
Yes.
Beautiful infant clothing.
Yeah, they have a beautiful baby section, baby area.
Jewelry. I mean, it's just there's a lot of variety in that, and it's a small little shop.
Yeah,
but
for such a small shop, they've packed a lot in
that little shop.
Yeah. So then the next trip was to Yardgoods in
one-stop shop day
Waterville, and that was a one shop trip. Yardgoods has a lot of fabric, and they do long arm quilting. They have like tons of sewing machines and sewing. And then when you go to the back of the store and kind of around the back and around the corner, it opens up to this big yarn store, and there's tons of yarn and yarny goodness and things.
Yep.
Yardgoods.
I don't think you got anything at Yardgoods.
I didn't get anything at Yardgoods.
Yardgoods also, they sell and they service sewing machines at Yardgoods.
Yes.
So it's one of the few places around that you can find to get service for sewing machines.
They did, though. They did have books they gave us. Remember?
Yes, they had quite a bin of, books. Not just leaflets. These were books.
Yeah.
That's right.
I think mine's out on my bookshelf already. But yeah, there were
nice books. Who were the Barocco, right?
Yes.
Barocco had several books, full books in there. And we got to choose 2 out of that bin. Yeah. It was amazing.
Yeah. And I think I did add mine to my library.
Oh, did you?
So I can tell you what the titles were, and I can tell you whether or not I recommend them. Because I had a look through. I didn't.
It's that. Yeah,
this one was my first
that one, didn't we?
I think so.
I think that's the one that we both
60
got.
Quick Luxury Knits was one of the ones I got. I don't have the other one on here. I don't think I could find it in here, if I remember right.
Oh, okay. So I think.
Oh, that one's Cascade.
Okay, it's Cascade.
Yarns.
Okay.
Yes.
So I got that same book, and then they had another one that was blankets. I got the other book that was all blankets.
I can't remember what my other one is. I'll have to throw it in. I can't remember what it was, but.
And then I
may have only got the one. I think I might not have seen anything that really. I might have only got the one.
I thought you did, because we both got the same one, and then we each got another one that was different. And we said, well, if you need a blanket book, you know where to borrow. And I can't remember what yours was.
I'll put it in. I don't remember either.
And then, like I said, they have sewing machines there, sales and service. They had Husqvarna Vikings, they had Berninas, they had Fafs, they had Genomes, they had a lot. As far as I remember, they sell the long arm quilting machines. They do the long arm quilting. They do. And I believe that you can come in and rent the long arm quilting machine if you want to do your own long arm
rent it
quilting.
Right there, right?
Right there, I believe, yes.
So you could bring your quilt in and buy, basically buying time on the machine, I think.
I believe they do that too. Don't count that 100%.
Check their website. Check their website.
They do.
Fact check us and let us know below.
So yeah, I have a Husqvarna Viking sewing machine, and takes Schmetz needles. So they have a great selection of Schmetz needles. So I got me some chrome ones. I hadn't seen those before. Chrome should be a real good, sturdy, nice needle. So grabbed me a pack of those.
I know nothing about sewing machines, so they look like good metal needles. And then what was after Yardgoods?
After Yardgoods.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
We went to, where is she? Where are
Let me make some room.
She's in Hancock.
Shirley, yes. Shirley's in Hancock. Oh my soul. If Shirley's doesn't have it, you don't need it.
Or you probably aren't going to find it.
Right. She's got yarn, she's got embroidery, cross stitch, toys, painting, cake decorating, home goods, chocolate, jelly beans, like everything you could think of, she has. And I think I bought it.
Home decor.
Yeah.
She's got all kinds of home decor things. Hot sauces.
Yes. Hot damn sauces. What is
Pottery.
It? Chicken shit sauce. Chicken shit, beef shit, pork shit. It's like all the yummy sauces that are naughty.
You like to barbecue? She's got the sauce for it.
Yep. The only thing I do not have to show from my Shirley's haul is
the Jelly Bellies.
She has buttered popcorn. You can buy Jelly Bellies by one flavor in bulk, and she has buttered popcorn, and she has chocolate flavored or chocolate covered espresso beans. And I mix the two, and it's absolutely divine. And I brought it home, put it in a container on the island, and they're gone.
Yeah, they did
they're
last.
absolutely gone. So that I don't have. But my other haul, my other part of the haul. So I got 4 skeins of this Barocco Comfort. And it is worsted weight. And this is just like a undyed. The color lot is 9702. But these were in her clearance bin. If you go to Shirley's, there's a super secret back room. You go through the home goods and around the corner and past the bathroom, and there's like, it looks like she might do her inventory kind of thing. But she's got a few little super secret.
Go through that door.
Yes.
To the right.
There's usually a rack of like t-shirts and stuff, and then there's a couple of cubby like, and I got these for a song, an absolute song.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the song was, but I sang it, and I got 4 of them.
What was the composition of those?
These are
50-50. Nylon acrylic.
Nylon acrylic.
Yep.
So super simple, easy wash. I thought these would be great for kids' sweaters, you know, things that you want to have easy wear. Yep. And I actually later on ended up getting another skein of yarn to do a hat for another gift. So and this is going to be used in 2 hats actually. So super awesome steal. And then my only other yarn purchase there was this Sugars and Cream Scrub Off. I got my first scrub off at Wooleez last year, and I made a couple of dishcloths. I had Sammy try one out, and I tried one out, and I do really like them. This scrubby part of the yarn, it's not over the full yarn. You can see you've got some bits there without the scrubbies. Actually, knitting the scrubby part of the yarn is a little bit rough on the hands, but it's not
for very long.
It's not for many rows, and then you get kind of a rest with the non-scrubby bits, and the claws really work really good. That scrubby bit does actually scrub pretty good. So I got like a peachy color, I got a purpley color, and I got a plain gray color. So those should make some nice cotton dishcloths. I have some brown ones that I've been using for about 5 years and I need a replacement, so those will be nice. So also at Shirley's, I wanted to pick up a couple of things for the kids for Christmas, and I found this. I thought Dylan would really enjoy it. It's the old pot holder loom. Super cute, fun. We all did it as kids, and I thought Dylan would really get a kick out of it, and it would give her something to do in the winter. And for Lincoln, I found something that Mom is going to love me for.
Ooh.
It is a rubber band shooter, so he can shoot rubber bands at her. He's gonna love me.
You are in so much trouble.
I know. I know. But that's okay. That's what Nanas do.
Nanas get to.
Yep. And this summer, Lincoln got at one of the little general stores. When you go RVing and you go to a campground, they always have a campground store. And Lincoln got this little parachute guy with a plastic parachute. And you know, the plastic parachute men that we all played with as kids. You throw them once, they get all tangled, and they're done, right? Well, these guys have actual parachutes. So I'm hoping that they will hold up a little bit better. And Dylan had as much fun with that parachute man as Lincoln did. So I got them each one for stocking stuffers.
Cool.
And then I'm not sure whose stockings these might end up in, but all of us love these little pocket puzzles. Just little brain teaser puzzles. And they had these Matchbox puzzles. That one's Walk the Plank. And this one is Wheel of Fortune. So they're just like fun brain teaser puzzles. They might end up in the boys' stockings. They might end up in the kids' stockings. They might end up in my stocking. Who knows? But there they are. And that was my Shirley's haul. But it's all gifts, which I love. Well, except for the yarn. Your turn. Confessions of a yarnaholic.
So Shirley's. All right. So yes, the whole kids theme thing. They have all sorts of little goodies for kids, and I have a very princessy granddaughter, so I got her a little magic wand.
Every princess needs a magic wand.
That's right.
Everyone does.
Yes. I also found this cute little thing. Had never heard of it, but now I'm intrigued. It may end up a Kinsley present, like stocking stuffer. It may end up a me stocking stuffer. I'm not sure.
There's a theme here at Shirley's.
Yeah. It's called, what was it called? Chirping Bird?
Chirping Bird.
Chirping Bird. It's kind of hard to see because there's a label there, but it's a little ceramic bird, and it's also a whistle. So you put water in the bird, and then you blow here, and supposedly it chirps.
I've seen these before, and they do, like the water, when you blow into it, the water kind of swirls around in it, and it makes the bird go, you know, like a little,
yeah,
kind of like,
okay,
you know,
okay,
and it's so, really cool.
It is.
I can't wait to see it in action.
There's lots of little novelty things like that.
Yeah,
and it just reminds me of the old days, you know, when the simple
you go to
things
Five and Dime store
yeah.
and you find these little tiny things.
Yeah, the simple things were the fun things.
Yep.
You know, so I had to have it.
Yep.
She also has quite a selection of buttons.
Yeah.
Quite the selection. And I fell in love with these buttons. I think that design is just simple, pretty, and that's all she had left. I needed this button too. So she
needed all the buttons.
All of them. Yeah. So I figured there's I don't know, what was that cardigan?
Felix cardigan?
I think it was a Felix cardigan, yes. And I needed 8 buttons, so there were 7 in the tube, and the top made 8.
Now you got your buttons.
I get my buttons. I gotta get to knitting, yes. And another thing, this was enabling by Kelly and Nicole, Noelle of Knit Chat Cafe. If you've watched any of theirs, and if you haven't, every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, Knit Chat Cafe on YouTube. It's live, so you can get in on the live chat, interact with them live. They share beautiful projects. Noelle is a prolific knitter.
Yeah.
She cranks when she's knitting.
Yeah. Oh, you got a sweater done since last week?
Right. Yeah.
Yes, she does.
Man. But Kelly does have a full-time job, but she does some beautiful work. So they both share beautiful projects.
And Kelly's color palette is right along my, up my alley.
Yep. Noelle is all about the pink.
Yes.
And Kelly she
does a lot of burgundies.
And dark blues.
Yeah.
Those kind of things. Even like a gold, a true like gold color. She likes that too. But she is knitting a ranunculus. And she is knitting a black ranunculus.
Ooh,
yeah.
Great girl.
And she is using a sequin yarn only in the yoke. It's beautiful. The last time she shared it, I think she had just finished the yoke and was getting ready to start just the plain black. But she was using a yarn, I'm pretty sure I got this thinking it was, and I haven't gone back and verified that is what she showed, but I think it is because this is the Lanagato Paillettes, and it's a sequin yarn. It does not have
small sequins,
very small sequins, and they're not real closely spaced. So it's not like a disco ball effect.
Right.
It's more subtle. I mean, you can kind of see scattered. There. It just gives a nice glimmer and shimmer. And when she showed that sweater, that's pretty much what you see in that yoke, is just that occasional little glimmer. Paillettes, I had been looking for it ever since she first said she was going to do her ranunculus, and it was pretty hard to find. Most places were out of it. Noelle used something a little different in a sweater she's doing. It wasn't the paillettes, it was a different one, much more sequiny.
Sparkle.
Yes, had a lot more sequins in it. So there's a lot of, I won't say a lot because there's not. There are
different varieties.
There are different brands and different varieties and different effects with that sequin yarn. But
But you like this one because it's a little more spaced out.
Yeah, it's just a subtle effect. And I can tell you, if she does have the Ella Ray. I can't remember what the Ella Ray brand, the name of theirs is, but it's a sequin and it's very similar to this one too. Mm-hmm. I think it is a heavier weight.
Super reasonable priced at Shirley's.
Oh my gosh, yeah, because I did see this at another shop later. It was twice the price.
Yeah.
Literally twice the price.
Yeah.
This one is also, like I said, it's a very fine, like a lace weight. The Ella Ray is a bigger one. It's more like a true fingering, maybe even sport. So it is definitely a heavier weight. This you can hold with something, and it won't really increase the size that much.
So it'll be good to hold that here with something, and then continuing with that same main color. Without that, you're not going to have a big change in your gauge holding those double.
Yep. So I have not knit a ranunculus yet, so hopefully this will be the spark to do it.
Love it.
Literally the spark.
Sparkle to do it.
That was my Shirley's.
That was your Shirley's. So Quilt and Fibre is where are they located, Julie?
Quilt and Fibre is Quilt and Fabric.
Oh, Quilt and Fabric.
Southwest Harbor.
Southwest Harbor, yes. So Quilt and Fabric is a tiny little shop, kind of in a, I don't want to call it a strip mall, but
it's like a mini
like a mini mall kind of thing with a lot of little shops, and just the cutest little shop. She's got so many beautiful samples in this shop. She has a little bit of yarn and quite a bit of fabric, sewy stuff, and just some odds and ends, little gifts and things. It's a really, really cute shop.
Yeah.
But I found this book, and I couldn't resist. How to Babysit a Grandma. And Dylan read this to me the day that I brought it home, and she just giggled the whole time she read it. It is the cutest little story about how to babysit, when you go over to Grandma's house, how you take care of her. And so it was super cute, and she loved it. Dylan is just learning how to read, and I wouldn't say just learning, but she's starting to become a more prolific reader. And she read the whole book to me with only a little bit of help. So
you'll have to bring that on the trip.
Yes, I will bring this on the Rhinebeck trip. Yes, cute. And then also at Quilt and Fabric, this was the first time I had actually seen this yarn, and we started as we progressed through the trip through the yarn cruising. We saw more and more of it in every shop we went to. And I can't wait to knit a pair of socks out of it because I just don't know how it's going to work. But it does because they had samples.
Yes.
And it works. But it is called, it's by Lanes de Nord, made in Italy. It's called Infinity Sock Line. There's the label. And it is the coolest yarn. You can see the sample there. It's a striped leg and then like an ombre, like a fadey foot.
Oh, I just saw that little bit of yellow and I went, aha, I'll bet that's where but I do see a stripe of yellow.
Yeah. I just don't know how it's going to be done. I don't know how.
Yeah, there's no directions like inside on the label.
No idea what I'm going to, I guess I've just got to this is where I'm starting and remember, that's the color repeat where I start and just knit. I think what I'm going to do is do a toe up. Find where that...
I was going to say, would you be better off to do the top down? Because see how you've got the...
Oh, you're right.
See what I mean? You get this wide instead of stripes.
I don't
it's
know.
interesting.
I'm gonna have to take it apart.
It's interesting.
Maybe somebody has done this on the YouTube and I can YouTube University it, but I just want to try it out because it looks like
I think it was either the last episode or the episode before. I think Noelle was talking about this.
Oh,
I think
really?
She picked this up. I don't remember if she's knit it yet, but I think she picked it up, and I believe she was discussing how it works.
Oh, well,
you'll have to check
her out.
Yeah.
And then the last thing from Quilt and Fabric was, because we don't have enough fabric, we got more fabric. But this fabric is going to be very special. We are going to make matching bags, matching project bags with so appropriate fabric. Our main fabric is, we were looking for fall fabrics and we found this. Can you hold that other side? The
Which
downside,
side?
the bottom
This
side?
side?
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you. So this is, look at the little squirrels. All the like fall-y things and squirrels.
Yeah.
Because that's what we are. We're squirrels. And then we were looking for a good fabric to go on the inside, and Julie likes light fabric, and I like dark fabric inside my bag because I'm a hot mess and I'll dirty up the inside in a heartbeat. And we found this, and it's perfect because squirrel bag, and on the inside is their stash of nuts. Why wouldn't you have a bag with nuts inside? All those little acorns.
Because we're nuts.
Yeah. I can just see it's like opening the bag and being like, look at all the nuts inside. It's going to be hilarious. So look for those in a future episode because Julie...
Or maybe at Rhinebeck. Maybe we should get them done for Rhinebeck.
Oh, God, I can't. There's no way.
You can whip out a bag in 2 hours.
No.
Yep.
You can. Here.
You come over and we'll have a sew sesh.
Okay. We'll have a sesh. But Julie got the same thing.
Yep. So we're going to have matching bags.
So we're going to have matching bags. So much fun.
And I think I've got I know I have a pattern for one of those bags with the window in the front. And I think that would be so cute to be able to see the nuts.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. So watch future episodes for that finished object. That was all I got. And did you get anything else at Quilt and Fibre, or was that it?
That was it.
That was it for you?
Quilt and Fabric, yep. That was it.
So the next stop was Wooleez.
Yep.
New location. Their
Yes.
new location in Machias, which is just up the road from her old location.
Yeah.
And her old location was a very small little corner shop. It was super cute.
Yes.
But this location is huge. So much space. And a new member of their family, a new little puppy. I can't remember what the name was.
Oh. I want to say Scout. Wasn't Scout,
I can't remember. I can't remember. But you'll see in the video, there's pictures of him
adorable
cuddling up with Rose. And oh my goodness, so much fun. But the space is so big and so amazing. I can't wait to see what she fills it with. Because she definitely needs a little inventory because it's way bigger than her old shop. But so much fun.
And she's able to do classes
now.
Yes.
She's got a nice space, beautiful little sitting space in the front window and tables in back to do all kinds of fun classes and stuff. So, yeah, lots of fun. And we found there yet another...
These kids are getting spoiled.
...set of loom. After leaving Shirley's with only the one loom, I thought, Lincoln would probably actually like to do that.
Yeah.
And we also got thinking, where are we going to find all those loops? Because they're not easy to find anymore. And this has got a nice big set of loops with it that they can share and make pot holders together. So I remember making pot holders with my kids. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun. So.
And they're actually cotton loops now, which is nice because we had the old
nylon ones.
There's a pot on them that's too hot. They were melted.
Yep. You end up with a coaster instead. Yeah.
So these will be good.
Yeah. I think
and
they'll have a lot of
fun. Harrisville Designs, if you go online, they sell these loops. You can buy them in just single colors. They have custom mixes like a Caribbean mix or an autumn mix.
Yeah.
Different bags like that. We also have a store in Belfast out on a Whimsy. They sell the looms too. I don't remember. They may sell just an assortment bag of the loops, but I think they have loops there too.
Yeah. So they are starting to come back, and they're so much fun, and I hope the kids have a blast making some pot holders.
Yeah.
Or placemats or what have you.
Yep. Or actually,
because you can take several of those.
2 of those to make a little bag, right?
Oh yes. I think it was Shirley's had.
In your thing, it's enough to make 2 pot holders, and she had a sample of a little purse.
Yes. You put the 2 pot holders together, and then you crochet or knit a cord for, the thing that you put on your... That's the word. There it is. And then a little closure with a button.
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
So I also am spoiling my granddaughter. She's going to get a loom kit too. I think that will be very fun. She's actually mentioned it before. I think when she was out on a whimsy with me, she spotted it. And she didn't know what it was. She wasn't sure what it was. She asked me about it, so I explained it to her. And she goes, oh, can I get one? Can I get one? I'm like, Christmas is coming. Let's just hold off just a little bit here. So she'll be surprised and happy about that.
Nice.
And this is the coolest.
I love this.
The color caught my eye. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is so cool. I gotta have that. And then I saw the name. And she talked about the name. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I gotta have it. Look at that yarn.
So pretty.
Isn't that beautiful? I mean,
look at the speckling definition.
The speckles are just amazing on that. And it is such a beautiful neon bright color.
Yeah.
It's sea slug.
Sea slug.
It's a Malabrigo yarn. DK, I believe. Yes, DK sport weight. And she was, what was it she was saying? That she thought this was a little bit different now than the sea slug she had seen from them originally. Because if you look up a sea slug, Google sea slug, a sea slug has a lot more of this red and fluorescent pink to it with just the speckly spotty look. And she said that's what she remembered the original yarn being like. But this one now is different. But, you know, dyers may change and things like that. And no two skeins are ever alike.
Yeah,
when
which
they're
makes them
hand
so
dyed
fun
yarn.
and unique.
Yeah. But, I mean, this just has some gorgeous, bright...
Yeah.
I loved it.
I love the colors.
To have it. It was beautiful. Yeah. So DK pair of socks for me. Selfish knitting.
Love selfish knitting. And so that was Wooleez. And then when we left Wooleez, we were very much under the gun to get to our last stop, done roving. But thankfully, Paula loves us and we love her right back. And we messaged her and we said, the GPS says we're going to be there at 4:02. And she said she would wait for us. So we scampered over there. We pulled in at 4:06 and she's like, you're late! Scolded us because we were 4 minutes late. Bless her heart. She did stay for us though.
Oh, and it's so good to catch up with her, chat with her. She's just a wonderful, warm person.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know how you would not hit it off with Paula.
She's so much fun.
It's like
she's
known
so
her
sweet.
forever, you know?
Yeah. And we only see her like once a year.
Once or twice a year at the most,
But they are changing their business and going to be more on the road and in events and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So we're going to be excited to maybe see her at more fiber events and do more yarny adventures.
Yep.
But we did get to shop the shop all by ourselves. And I talked myself into another project because this yarn was just so pretty. I think 2 or 3 years ago, when we first started this adventure, I saw a Celestrium shawl. And it's one where you put beads in specific locations in the shawl so that it mirrors or mimics the sky during a certain time of year, like the certain hemisphere or whatever. It's got all the constellations in it. So the whole shawl has these constellations, like the sky. It's amazing.
It's beautiful.
It's huge. It's a whole huge circular shawl. And I've always wanted to knit it. And I saw this yarn and I thought it would be perfect.
All the stars in the sky.
So you have all of those little tiny, you know how when you look up in the sky and you see the constellation, but there's always like smaller stars around it. I just think this is going to be so pretty.
Yeah.
Like this sparkly, and then you'll have the big number 6 beads, which they've got yarn over with the bead. Like it's just going to stick out as the
Yeah.
It's going to be gorgeous.
Yes.
And this yarn is, I can't remember what she said the makeup was. I can't remember what she said the makeup was.
I know it's got nylon.
Yeah, it's definitely got nylon in it, so it's going to be super
because
strong.
It's a really sturdy yarn. I actually had some of this that was a white with the gold sparkle in it, and I did a pair of Advent socks with it. And those socks are sturdy.
Yeah, it's going to make a very... I mean, you can see it's quite drapey.
Yeah.
It's good. This shawl is going to be nice and drapey, but it's going to have some depth to it. It's not going to be a very woolly shawl. It's going to be one of those shawls that like flows in the breeze. I'm just...
I almost want to say it was rayon and nylon.
Might be rayon.
I think it was rayon and nylon.
It's going to be gorgeous. Yeah. So I got 3 skeins, enough to do the shawl and have a few hundred yards left over for mess-ups. So I'm so excited to do that. I don't know when it'll be done, but that was my done roving.
Oh, no, done roving. I am a fan of woven towels. I would love to be able to weave because this is what I want to do. If I could weave, I would make towels. It's really all I care about the weaving. One advantage is if I did I would just get a rigid heddle loom. I tried getting a floor loom and I just like way more
too much
than I could chew.
Yeah.
And got very intimidated and went, nope, don't want to weave. I since figured out if I would have just got a rigid heddle loom, I could do my towels. You can also do 22 inch wide fabric. Well, that can accommodate a lot of patterns.
Yeah.
I could even make clothing out of woven fabric. So maybe someday a rigid heddle loom will be in my future. Don't hold your breath, but maybe. Yeah, so she just had a great selection. I actually saw, I think it was this one I saw first, and I went, oh yeah, I'm just gonna get a towel. That's too good to pass up. I grabbed it and I went, oh,
it's attached.
It's 3 towels. So yeah, I got a nice set of towels there from her. Yeah.
And now that we're doing this recording, you can use them.
Yeah, we put all this stuff aside. I'll tell you what, from the end of August to now,
it's been hard not to use it.
Especially, I've been collecting stickers because I got a new vehicle, so I gotta have stickers on my vehicle, and I've been wanting to put them on.
Yep, and now we can use it all. Yay. So that was the last of that trip. That was like far east to literally like on the Canadian border.
Yep.
And
if we'd have taken a right when we headed home, we'd have been right there at the border patrol.
Yep. And they would have sent us right back home. We don't want you in our country. Bye-bye. So our next trip was the opposite direction, sort of southern interior of Maine.
Yep.
And Harbor Yarns in Damerscotta. She had a wonderful little pattern, a free pattern as a little gift. And the pattern is for the Blue Lagoon reversible offset basket weave cowl. And she had a sample there, and it is gorgeous. These pictures do not do it justice. It's so beautiful. I love how it's offset. You gotta like experience it to appreciate the complexity of the pattern. But it's a one-page pattern. I don't think it's going to be that hard to make, but the outcome
looks
is
intricate.
Gorgeous. And so I got a skein of yarn to make it. I figured if you're going to give us a free pattern, I might as well make it. So I'm going to make it with this. I don't have a lot of blue, navy accessories. So I think this will go great with like a navy blouse.
Reminds me of the mermaid hair yarn that I used in this. I used mermaid hair and sea nymph, and that one looks like the mermaid hair.
Yep. So I think it's going to make a nice accessory for all my blue. My blue wardrobe. So that was my purchase. What was yours?
I got, this is one of my favorite scents of the soak wool wash is fig. So I got a little bottle of that because I have a big bottle of the flatter spray.
Yep.
But I didn't have any of the fig soak, so I got one of those. And yeah, the pattern. I think she had this pattern, I don't remember if she said it was last year or the year before.
Yeah, I think so.
And so I had got the a skein of yarn to do this pattern, which now maybe I can get my butt in gear and do it.
Oh yes, and there was candy in it too.
Yes, a couple of Tootsie
I didn't have my
Rolls.
candy because
Indigo colored blue Tootsie
Yep.
Rolls. So I opted for a different yarn for something else because I already have a skein of yarn for that. And I mean, her indigo dyeing, it is
so pretty,
so beautiful. And this one has Lurex in it, which is what I think might be in her done roving yarn.
Yeah.
So this one is 88 merino, 8 Lurex, 4 nylon, and I thought initially when I got it, Kinsley had asked for a pair of very specific socks. I want pink, blue, and yellow stripes with sparkle. So I said, okay, well, here's the blue with sparkle. But I got thinking about it, and I have yarn left from Summer Sock Camp. It might have been 21, because I don't know if I got a 22 Summer Sock Camp yarn. And it's my blue, pink, and yellow striped socks.
Oh, yeah?
Why not make her? I have plenty of that left.
There you go.
Make her that, and in between each of the stripes, the done roving yarn I have that is the white and the gold sparkle, I'll put a little purl ridge in between each of those stripes with that.
There you go.
And
now you've got that to do something for you. A little selfish knitting.
I may or may not actually make the cowl out of this. We'll see. It would make a really pretty accessory with that, just that little bit of sparkle in
Yeah,
there.
the sparkle isn't overpowering in that.
No, it's subtle. It's just a nice little shimmer of sparkle here and there.
Yeah.
But her yarns are just, they're beautiful. And she did, it's not just blue, so she doesn't just do indigo, blue, everything's blue. She was mixing them with marigold and different things like that. So she had some yellows and things there too, greens.
Yeah, but her blues are just so, the indigo color is so beautiful.
You can't get indigo blue color
without
doing indigo dye.
It's so
just
pretty.
Doesn't work out the same.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that was Harbor Yarns, and then off we scampered to Mother of Purl, and Mother of Purl is kind of the mother.
Yeah, mothership,
the mothership
of the
cruise. They're kind of the main sponsor or organizer of the cruise.
Yep.
And what did I get at Mother of Purl?
And they're in Freeport.
Oh, yes, they're in Freeport. And at Mother of Purl, this is where you enabled me into something I didn't need.
Yeah, I did.
So I forgot. I forgot that I got the barber cords at Cashmere Goat. And so I got another set.
Why not?
You can never have too many barber cords. And this one I got was black. At least I didn't get the same color.
Correct.
And actually,
that works out well because your black will be great for light colored yarns and your white for dark.
That's why I did it.
Absolutely.
That's totally why I did it. So I got those. And then they had these little tassel makers. These are these are Katrinkles.
Katrinkles, yes.
So this one's a little sheepy, and that's for a 2-inch tassel. So I can't put my arm up. So you just wrap your arm around your
yarn.
You wrap your yarn around there, and then you tie it
off in the space.
Tie it in the space here, and then you cut it here, and you have a tassel. Yeah. And then there's a little bunny for the 1-inch tassel.
Oh, that was a llama, the 2-inch.
And a sheepy. Oh, yes. Sheepy for the 3-inch, llama for the 2-inch. Any hoozle. It's a great little set to have for tassel making.
Simple, easy, quick.
I've not tasseled anything, but I'm not opposed to the idea, obviously. And then Julie enabled me hard into, what is it called? The Chilton Cowl. So this beautiful bundle of minis, this is just so me. Dark and moody colors, right? I love it. And then she put it with this.
How can you say no to that?
You can't. And I didn't. I love the dark burgundy colors.
That one is so deep and dark.
The Chilton Cowl is kind of like a slip stitch, blippy, kind of like, this action going on in the cowl. This purpley, the burgundy is the main color, and then these are all the colory blips. And
Yeah, it's going to be gorgeous.
It's so perfect.
And that's all Blue Sky Fibre.
Oh, yes.
Wool stock.
Yeah. Blue Sky Fibre. There we go.
Excellent yarn. Blue Sky Fibres is...
And these mini bundles. Look at all the little taggies. I can't remember how many there are in there.
Is it 18?
21.
21, okay.
21 of the little buggers. You're going to wind those all for me. Because you did this.
I did that.
You did this to me.
And when you do yours, we'll have to do it together because I had already put aside a bundle myself.
Yes.
Ready to go because I wanted to do the Chilton Cowl.
Yes. So look for that in 2038 because that's about how long it's going to be for me to get through my whips to get to this whip. Good Lord. And what did you get at Mother Purl?
I have been looking for this, and evidently jasmine was a popular scent because I wasn't finding it anywhere. And I saw a small one, so I grabbed it because I'm like, I'm not finding this. I better grab it while I see it.
Even if it's a teeny one, grab it.
Even if it's a teeny. And then I did get some contrinkles. Like, I can make stitch markers. What am I buying stitch markers for?
They're cute.
Oh, they're so cute. These have little leaves. They're going to be hard to see, but there's a little leaf. There's an acorn. So, of course, I had to get it. Another leaf, another acorn, another leaf. And look at this. It's a golden acorn. Golden sparkly acorn. So, of course, I had to get it.
Of course you did.
Of course I did. And I'm also... There's a shawl I want to make by Joji Locatelli. I think it's called Simple Piece or Simply Piece. I can't remember for sure. But along the lines of it, it's got these little tiny tassels. And I had never seen this kind of tassel maker. So I'm going to give it a try.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. You wrap it around, tie in the middle, cut and fold over or something along those lines. But it's, it's just an all-in-one tool. It's adjustable. You can make from a 1 3/16 inch tassel up to a 2-inch tassel. So I'm going to give it a try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Andrea has the What the Fade. I think her What the Fade
has the big
tassels on it. And I think I've always wanted to try that because those big tassels just... Yeah. Big coziness.
Yep.
Yes. So that was Mother of Purl.
Yep.
And then our next stop was Biddeford Fibre.
Oh, I guess we know.
Oddly enough, in Biddeford. Go figure. And I had my favorite eucalyptus is a lavender, and I had just run out of during the summer and spring, I used grapefruit flavored or scented flavor.
They smell good enough to eat.
Grapefruit scented eucalyptus, and I had bought I knew I had a lavender one somewhere, but I couldn't find it. So I bought one at Biddeford Fibre and promptly found the missing one behind the laundry detergent in the laundry room. But so I got that, and then Biddeford Fibre just had all the fun little notions.
And they knew, right? They haven't been open very long yet.
I don't think she's been open very long, and she was new to the Yarn Cruise.
Oh, yeah. And new kind of to knitting in general.
Yes.
So she's really putting it out there.
Yeah. It is a cute little shop.
Yes,
You'll see if you click on the links and find the video of her. Cute little knitting space in the front, and they were fun.
And she has some different brands that you don't normally see in a lot of our shops around here. Like, what was it? Was it Earth or Unique? She had
Unique. She had quite
a wall of that.
I think it was Unique. She had.
Yeah.
But I always run out of T-pins in my blocking, so I had to get some more of those, and then stickers. I love the stickers, so I got You gotta have that on the back of your car, right? You gotta. That's going on the back of the car. And I'm a self-proclaimed all-around nerd, so why wouldn't I be a knitting nerd? So that's going on the back of the car. And then these... Oh,
these are so cute.
Oh my gosh, I can't stand these. They're so cute. And Kayla has already laid claim to several of them that she wants when I'm done with this video. It's by Hello Kim, and they are Disney Princess. So we have Snow White. This is, I don't remember.
The Cinderella?
No, red hair. I think that is Tangle. I don't know. I don't know. Kayla knows all of them. I think that's Belle. And then that is Anna from Frozen. And then this one, she called them A princesses and B princesses. I don't know. This one has Jasmine. And that one's Cinderella there. Little Mermaid. And Elsa from Frozen. So, I'm going to lose some of those stitch markers to Kayla. Even though they're closed loop stitch markers and you can't use them in crochet. Yeah, they're the closed loop stitch markers.
You can put a bulb stitch marker on them and make them.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
That's what she said. So I'm going to lose some of my princesses. Oh well, she's worth it. So that was my Biddeford Fibre. What did you get at Biddeford?
Biddeford Fibre. Yep, I got a few too. So this, oh yeah, Farmer's Daughter Fibre. That's the other one. We don't see that brand in a lot of the yarn shops around here. Yeah. She had a lot of Farmer's Daughter Fibres. Say that 3 times fast.
Right.
And this stuff is I have heard people talk about this, but I had no idea
just how good it was.
And I'll tell you what, it's named Oh dang for a reason.
Oh dang, it's nice.
Oh dang, this is nice.
It matches your...
Oh, it does. Woo, look at that. Yeah, so Farmer's Daughter Fibres. Why do I have such a hard time with that?
I think logo. Oh dang is what Andrea used in her illuminate the sweater.
Yeah,
I think that's so. The fuzzy bits that were in that.
Yes, because the tessellator was Fua.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it had to be the other one.
Yeah.
Illuminate. This I found I don't care for mohair. I just don't. So this one is Surrey. This is the one I like. If I'm gonna knit something that calls for mohair, mine's gonna be in Surrey. Oh my god! I just want.
It's so soft.
It is unreal.
And the color is so pretty.
Yeah.
I love that color.
They had so many beautiful colors.
Yeah.
So this is 50 grams, 328 yards, 26% silk, 74% Surrey alpaca. And it is just amazing. I don't know what I'm doing with it yet. I'm just going to pet it and love it.
She just needed to own it.
It had to come with me. Let's see, what else did I get? Oh, yeah. I have been wanting to get a needle minder, something I can just like clip on my shirt or whatever and put my tapestry needle or whatever.
Middle stitch markers.
Yeah, anything I need to just pop on there. I do have the Cocoa Knits thing or whatever, but a lot of times when I'm using my tapestry needle, I'll put it in my mouth.
Yep. Or I'll stick it in my shirt.
Yes. So now I have a propper to put my tapestry needle on. And of course it had to be a palm leaf. Of course. I also got stickers. So my mantra, I'd much rather be knitting. That's the only word they forgot on that one is I'd much rather be knitting.
And these are by Apartment 2 Cards is what the what the maker is. Yep. Apartment 2 Cards. And we see these, we saw these in every store.
Every shop.
Every shop.
And they're just some of the same. They're just so adorable. You knit? Oh yes, this is so true.
Yep.
Probably at the yarn store.
Yep.
Because that's about the only reason I go out anymore. Yep.
We all know that one. We all know that. Although I don't ever say those words. Yeah. I say 38, 39, 40. You just count out loud with increasing volume and they know.
That's what I used to do, but I finally trained the husband. Because if I'm doing that and I stop and I do this and I go, what?
Never mind.
Oh, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah. They need to make one that says, as soon as I'm done with this row,
Yes.
Or at the end of this row.
Yeah.
Because anytime I'm asked to do anything, the response is always, I got to finish this row first.
Yes.
Or I'm going to, I'll do it after I finish this row. Always.
Yep. Absolutely.
Anybody who knits knows. You know. You know you know.
And that was that.
All right. Yeah. That was Biddeford. And then the last one was...
Yeah.
Yarn Sellar.
That was Yarn Sellar, yes.
I don't think I got anything at Yarn Sellar. Oh, I did. I did, but it's already been gifted. I got Kayla a pair of earrings. Yes. I'll have to put a picture in. They are made from a crochet hook.
Yep.
So they like cut off the hooky part and they cut off the little dent that has the millimeters, like what size the hook is.
Hook size, yeah.
And they put them on earrings. Yeah. And they're so cute.
They are cute.
And I've already gifted them to Kayla because I couldn't resist. I couldn't wait. So she got them. I'll have to take a picture.
And I think she squealed when you
gave them to her. She did. I think there was a little squeal of glee. Yeah. Yep.
I knew if anybody would wear them, I knew Kayla would wear them.
And I brought them home on the day that she got her new car.
Yes. And they're blue, right?
No, they're orange.
Oh, they are orange?
They're orange.
For whatever reason, I thought they were blue.
I think they're orange.
Oh, okay.
But she got the cutest little Kia Soul, blue Kia Soul, and yeah.
It's like that electric blue.
Yep.
Really
her
pretty.
First car that she got herself.
Yep.
And she's just recently got her license, so she's like
over the moon.
Living the independent dream.
And if you go look at what a Kia Soul is, it's Kayla. It just fits her.
Yeah.
Can't tell you exactly why.
I guess
if a car had a personality, I guess
Kayla,
that would be it.
What's really cute is Kia Kayla.
Oh, yeah.
Her name is spelled Kaila.
Yeah.
And it's just
just
twisted
a
around.
little flip.
Yep. Anyway.
And I did get something there. This is another thing that Kelly and Nicole have enabled. They use a fair amount of these. I've seen them.
And this was like the last one they had like this too, if I remember correctly.
I think so. I think it was the last one exactly like this. I'm not sure how you pronounce this, if it's Jewel or if it's Yule. But they make a lot of these shawl, like clasps, I guess you call them. Yeah, they call it a tack. It's a screw-in leather pedestal button tack. And you take, it's got a screw post. You take that screw post off and you put it through your shawl. So instead of having like a shawl cuff, it's almost, like it says, it's a shawl tack.
Like a pin.
It tacks it in place.
Screws in place.
So it will stay in place.
Cool.
So yeah. And I love leather, so that was leather without breaking the bank.
Yes. She got her dead cat.
Got my leather fix.
And then the next trip was...
Oh, Yarn Sellar. Did we say where they were?
Oh, Yarn Sellar's in York.
Yeah.
York. So the next trip was... It actually the trip that was supposed to happen earlier, but it got postponed. So it actually worked out quite well because we got to do these last 6 shops all this weekend. And there was more color. It was quite overcast when we went up north, but there was a little more color in the trees. So we went to Greenville, Maine, which my husband and I have camped at a couple of times. We love Greenville. It's in the Moosehead Lake region. It's just gorgeous, amazing, beautiful. And Lakeside, what do they call Lakeside?
Stitches? Yes, Lakeside
Stitches. They have yarn and embroidery and cross stitch and just a very beautiful shop in the Lakeside Mall, I guess. Lakeside Business Building is what they call it. So there is limited parking in Lakeside, but luckily this building has its own little parking lot, like up the road and across the street.
Yep.
So yeah, it's a cute little shop. And I had actually been there with my husband when, like I said, we camp, and him and I went up there, and he actually took me to the yarn shop. It was the weekend we were supposed to go, and it didn't happen, but him and I went, and I was very impressed. I didn't shop a lot that time because, you don't want to leave the husband dangling in the breeze, But I got this during our trip with him. 100 Flowers to Knit and Crochet. And this is really a family book because Kayla crochets and I knit. And these are just going to be cute little things to add to pillows or...
If you knit a plain sweater, you could always make a nice little add-on yoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or put pins on the back of them.
Yeah.
Make a shawl pin out of them. Like, so many applications for those.
Yeah.
So that was what I got when I was with him. And then when we went, I got to browse more. And that was a mistake. So we got these little things for the girls. I don't think we've announced, but we have said we're going to Rhinebeck, but we're bringing our granddaughters with us. Kinsley and Dylan are going to Rhinebeck with us. So this is going to be to keep them busy. They're a little scratch and scribble. You can scratch away the black and reveal the color underneath. So I got that one for Dylan and Kinsley to share. And then, because I need another hobby and I need another project, like a hole in the head, I've not cross-stitched in years. As a matter of fact, I gave all of my embroidery floss to Kayla because at the time she was cross-stitching. Like her mother, she found another passion and has let this one go aside, but I may have it all back in a minute. Because I found little kits, and there was one that had a camper on it that I was going to get, and then I found this, and this is one I had to have because it's so me. It says, "A wicked witch lives here with a grumpy old toad." It's me and Mike to a T. So it's a pattern, and then conveniently right beneath the pattern, she had the perfectly cut sized piece of cloth. She had a sample, and it was gorgeous. So then I had to get all of the embroidery floss for it. I had to get a needle threader. I had to get needles and little cards to put my floss on. Ridiculous. I have no business starting another craft.
But how portable is that?
It is very portable.
Yeah.
And she had it in a picture frame, and it's perfect. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do is just frame it. And it's probably going to go in the camper. Yeah. It's probably going to go in the camper. And then, luckily, my daughter has a ton of these hoops. Like, a ton of embroidery hoops. So she gave me a small one and a big one. I at least didn't have to buy that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That was Lakeside. What did you get at Lakeside, Julie?
Well, I was a little naughty. Little naughty. Not horrible, but a little naughty. What's that?
That was Happy Knits.
Oops. No.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Knits? Happy Knits. Okay. I got a pack of the Scratch and Scribble for Dylan and Kinsley to share too. So they'll have that. And, of course, as soon as I buy the small bottle,
these start popping up everywhere.
A big bottle. And seriously,
everywhere.
Every store we started going to, they had it again. I'm like, okay, so Eucalan opened up the 55-gallon barrels and found their jasmine.
It's so funny because it was literally the last 6 stores on the cruise. We looked at every single other store. The last 6 stores, they were everywhere. Popped up everywhere.
So I grabbed it because I don't want to be out. And then they had several different project bags with their logo on it, but they had these. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. There we go. Okay, up against the... yeah, kind of. You can see it up against the wall a little bit. It's got their logo, Lakeside Stitches, with a little sheep sitting, or a moose, yes, moose over here sitting and stitching
on that chair.
Yeah. And I love these clear vinyl bags. I like to see what's in my bag.
Yeah.
Oh, if you can just look, see what's in your bag, grab that bag, go. Don't have to stop to open up the bag, figure out what's in it. Is everything in it you need?
I like the surprise. Been like, I wonder what's in this bag. Because trust me, I got that going on here.
So yeah, they had
those are cute.
This size. She had a smaller one too. That was more like a pencil bag kind of size. But yeah, I think this will be a good size. You can go anywhere from socks to shawl.
Yep.
Might be able to get a
small
sweater.
Yeah, small shirt.
Maybe.
Yep.
But definitely socks or shawls, hats, that kind of thing.
Yep.
Yep.
Cute.
Mm-hmm.
So that was Lakeside, and then from Lakeside in Greenville, we traveled north to Harmony, Maine.
Yes.
And in Harmony, Maine, we went to Bartlett.
Mm-hmm.
And Bartlett yarns, their yarns are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And they are like the last mules.
I think it's the last in the U.S. or I don't know if it's just the East Coast. I think it's the last in the U.S.
Yeah, we did a tour. We recorded a video I think it was last Maine Yarn Cruise or the one before, where we went on a tour
the
mill tour.
Yep.
And I'll link that up here for the mill tour. But it's amazing the way that they make their yarn. So the fiber is dyed in like a particular color, and then they blend the fibers to make other colors.
Mm-hmm.
So like you might have a green that is actually blue, several different shades of blue and yellow, and it's all just kind of blended together to make this green yarn. It's an amazing process. It's so neat. And their yarn is very rustic feeling. It's a good farm yarn, a good sturdy yarn. And so I like to get their hunter orange and make hunter hats for the hunters that hunt.
It's gonna definitely blow out there.
Yeah.
The color is like what you're seeing here.
Yeah.
But it's so bright.
It's a bright, because it's for hunters.
Yeah.
It's a hunter orange.
Yeah.
So I do hunter hats, gloves, whatnot for the boys that hunt on our land. So that's what that's intended for. And then we couldn't resist, again, because the granddaughters are going to their very first Rhinebeck trip with their, is it Mammy?
Mammy.
With their Mammy and Nana. We had to get them sheep headbands. They're going to be our little sheep at Rhinebeck. So this is Dylan's and Kinsley's little sheep.
Yep.
They're going to be so
adorable.
stinking cute. Running around Rhinebeck with their little sheep ears on.
I almost want a pair.
I know! I thought that after they only had one pair left after we took these. I'm like, I think they sell them at Rhinebeck.
They must, because I've seen people walking around wearing them. So
we might have to get some for ourselves. I'm just saying. Oh,
I was going to mention too, Bartlett, if you know John Arbin Textiles, if you know their yarns, they use that same kind of process. It's dyed in the wool, and then their colors are blended from that colored fiber to get the yarn color.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And their yarns are really, really squirmy. And I love their fiber too. I've gotten their variety packs of fiber. And it's really fun to, because it's all, what's the one where it's all over the place and not all lined up?
Woolen.
Woolen.
Yep.
It's woolen prep. So it's super easy to do the long draw. I'm not very good at long draw, but with their roving.
And then get a woolen spin.
Yeah, it's really nice. So that was Bartlett. Did you get anything else at Bartlett, or was that it?
Nope, that was it.
Just the
ears.
Sheepies. Okay, and then there was Happy Knits.
Yes.
Happy Knits is in Skowhegan.
Yes.
And the thing we love about Happy Knits is it is such a unique shop. Mm-hmm. It is housed in the old courthouse building where the jail used to be. So, big rugged doors, like
bars on the windows.
Bars on the windows still. Yes, yes. It's very cute, and they've yarn bombed the heck out of this building.
Yeah.
The railings are all yarn bombed. Yeah. There's a yarn bomb bicycle out in the lobby. It's super cute.
Yeah.
But she was super sweet, super knowledgeable, super helpful. And I have been on a trip for what's it called? The Acadia hat from the Knitting the National Parks hat series. That book was given to me for Christmas a few years ago. And I want to knit all the hats. And the first hat is, of course, Acadia National Park right here in Maine. And it looks like birch trees. Well, I had it in my head that the dark, like the black, was almost like a variegated yarn. You had the white and then the black blips, I thought were a variegated yarn. Not so. Not so at all. Judith needs to do do her research before she goes shopping. So we were able to pull it up, and she showed me exactly what the yarn was that I needed. And she had it, so I had to get it. And it's Malabrigo, and it's beautiful.
Oh my gosh! In that light, that has quite the purple
It
look,
does,
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like a very purpley black.
But yeah, it's...
And then gray. So it's these two colors and then a white. So these are the Color Blip.
10. That's a weird name.
Purl 10 and Plomo.
Yeah.
And these are Malabrigo, which is exactly what's used in the sample. I don't know why I didn't think. Just look. But I'm going to have way enough to do the hats. And then for the white color in it, she suggested... She had some of this, and she suggested the Comfort for the plain white color, which happens to be the stuff that I got super secret sale at Shirley's. Yep. So I have tons of it to do. And now I can start my Acadia hat. So that is going to be, I think, my January 1st cast on. And what I'm going to do next year is all the hats in that book. We'll see. That's the goal.
How many were in there? 12?
In the knitting, no, 63. There's 63 hats in that book.
I thought you were doing a hat a month.
No, I'm going to do
You're going to do like 5 hats a month.
Yeah. I can knit a hat in about 2-3 days.
Okay. You heard it here, folks.
That's the thought. You know me and my dreams of grandeur. I also thought I'd have my, 23 whips done in a year, and they're still here. And then I was looking for a tweedy green yarn to do a pair of socks for Kayla. You might have seen them on Ravelry if you're a Raveler. They are the Tricera socks. And I'll put a picture in so you can see them. They're super cute. And I think it's a Knit Picks Stroll Tweed yarn that it takes. But I'm on the Yarn Cruise. I'm supporting my local businesses. I'm wanting to look for something that I can purchase locally rather than having something shipped in. So I found this, and I think this is going to work.
Yeah.
The color of the socks in the pattern is more of a yellow, and Kayla really didn't want that. She wanted like either a green or a brown. And this, I love using this. This is 100% recycled fibers. It has got nylon, cotton, acrylic, silk, and linen. Every fiber that they sweep off the floor, I think. I love working with this yarn. It is such an amazing yarn. So that's going to be her Sockosauruses.
Because it's not easy to find a tweed fingering
Yes, that's
yarn.
the thing. It's fingering.
Yeah.
And I know I could have just got the Knit Picks for the pattern, but again, like I wanted to get something local. So there we go. That was my Happy Knits. Oh, and every year she does a pattern. So a dishcloth or a square, whatever, an Afghan square. So this was the one for this year, and I think it's stunning. It is so beautiful. I love it. And I have all of these in a binder with my other paper patterns. Someday I'll do them. Yeah. Someday. And I'd love to have a cotton blanket made out of all of these. They make great dishcloths too. Yep. But a cotton blanket with all those different squares.
Yeah, that would be nice.
So nice.
Definitely.
That was my Happy Knits.
Happy Knits. I found some more stickers.
Yes.
So this one I thought was cute because it's got the heart and yarn.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah. And then this one might be a little bit hard to see, but it's also a heart. Oh, there we go. It's a heart yarn heart with the knitting needles. And
she said she printed those herself.
Yes, she used the
Cricut
machine. Yes.
Yeah.
So these are on the permanent vinyl. You can get different vinyl for the Cricut machine. These are on permanent vinyl, so they go on the vehicle. They're staying
for the car. Yeah.
And then I have used unique yarn, but I had never used earth yarn yet. They're very similar to me. I feel like they're a very similar brand, And this one was just such a pretty neutral. It's
so pretty.
It's a little bit of, yeah, I guess you can see it there. A little bit of variation. Just reminds me of like chai latte.
Yeah. Or a very lightly toasted marshmallow.
Yes, yes. So just a very pretty color. And there's their name, Earth Yarns. This one is color 3067. I don't think they have color names. It's their monochrome line. And it's a fingering weight, 100% extra fine merino. It grabbed me before I realized that I was thinking socks, but it had already grabbed me before I found out that it had no nylon. So I think it's actually going to be a cowl. I think it will be a nice neutral cowl.
You can wear about everything.
Anything.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there were only 3 skeins of it left, and I tried to talk her into
She tried to enable very hard.
So tried.
Yeah,
but that did not happen.
Orphans, I just know that the right person is out there for orphans.
And I'm the right person, apparently.
Not me.
I can't resist them. So that was Happy Knits. And then we crossed the state.
Back again.
Back to...
Made a little detour on the way home.
Yes, yes. And we went to One Lupine, which is in Bangor, which is just north of us. And I love One Lupine.
Yeah.
They have... in the video, unfortunately, I did not get any footage of the yarn portion of the store. I only did the apparel portion, but they've got like apparel and ceramics and all kinds of stuff. And then there's the yarn store is kind of on the other side of the shop. But it's just so much fun going in there. And she tried so hard on some fiber and some spinning stuff, but I resisted.
Yeah.
However, I have a Spark cardigan, was my first steek, that I ended up taking the steek and felting it a little bit with a felting needle just because I thought the stitches were going to give way. I just have not found the right ribbon to put inside of it to hold the steek down, and I think I found it. I think I found it at One Lupine. It is this
So pretty.
gorgeous, I mean, it's like both sides are exactly the same.
It's like a reversible ribbon.
It's so pretty. It almost feels like it's felted. Almost feels like it's a felt ribbon. I think it's just going to be gorgeous in that gray Spark cardigan. If you've seen my Spark, or I'll put a picture in, this is just going to be perfect. It's going to be the perfect offset. And then, because a diabetic needs sweets in her life, I love McCrae's caramels. And Good Karma didn't have any this year, so when I saw these at One Lupine, I mean,
she saw them, and I don't even know how fast they got into her
I
hand and
think
off
I
that
squealed.
shelf.
I think I really did. They have dark roasted mocha. Ginger fusion is one of my favorites. The rosemary truffle sea salt, tapped maple, deep chocolate, classic vanilla, Cape Cod sea salt, single malt scotch.
That's my favorite.
That's lovely. And black lava sea salt. They are the most delicious caramels on the planet, and they're my sweet treat.
Yep.
I think I actually ate the last one of the one from Good Karma from last year. I think I ate it in June. Like I spaced these out. Yeah, they're literally I was a good girl.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna be bad. And then the last thing I got at One Lupine was a spin-off magazine. They had just a couple of these sitting there, and this one is Carding Bliss. It's got, if you know anything about spin-off magazines, they usually have like a theme, a technique that they focus on for that issue. And this one was carding, and I just recently got, well, not recently, I guess it's been a little, Fiber Frolic.
Yeah, it was
Fiber Frolic. I got a set of hand carders from Casey at Port Fiber. And so I've only played with them a little tiny bit. I don't really know a lot about hand carding, but I want to know more. So I thought this would be a good resource to learn.
And Spinoff does a great job with that
very
focus of that technique. They really do a good job.
Yeah. So this will be library reading and perhaps Ride to New York reading. So that was my one Lupine purchases. What did you get at one Lupine?
What did I get? Did I get it?
I don't think you did get a one Lupine.
I didn't.
No, you didn't.
No. I was tempted. If they'd had a little bit bigger sizes in the clothing. There was a couple of shirts I was really looking at.
The one size, like...
Yes.
That one was pretty... But it was a little see-through for me.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been a nice little cover-up or something, but...
And I was thinking about it for, like, under my tessellated, but it was a very wide, boxy top.
Yeah.
Which I didn't think
it would have been... It would have bunched up and...
Bunched a lot on the vest, so...
Yeah. And unfortunately, a lot of that, you know... A lot of their clothing there is not... Either it's not made for bigger people, or all the bigger all the bigger sizes are sold. Yeah. But I just didn't find anything that was really, you know, in my size. So that was that day, and then today was the end of our cruise. The first hit was Knitwits, right? Yes, Knitwit in Portland.
Holy.
And I do love going to Knitwit. They have a lot of variety. The only thing I was really looking for this time around was I wanted a black yarn worsted weight to go with some of the white yarn that I got at Shirley's. And this is going to be a gift for my husband. There is a pattern that's a hat. I can't say it out loud because he's right in the next room. But it's going to be this color with the white. And I think that's going to be, I think it'll be perfect for the pattern. I'll put a little picture of it here. Because he is obsessed. And so that'll be good for him. And then I also found some more needle stoppers because one cannot have enough. And they're little campers. They're perfect.
So cute.
They're perfect.
And weren't those the last one? No, those weren't the last ones on those.
No.
Okay.
But I'm not really big into the pink thing, but they were campers, and I couldn't help it because I'm now camper obsessed.
The blue ones?
They had blue ones?
Oh. Like a teal blue.
Oh. Well, I got the pink.
I wondered why you got the pink.
Oh, I got the pink. And then, because I'm going to be doing hats so much next year, I don't think there's a lot of hats that are going to take the smaller size needles, but I do like to do colorwork hats, which are like usually a 2 or 3, and I like a small circumference for hats because I don't like the brim to be stretched out. So I thought I might have some smaller mini Chowgoo for my mini,
cables.
Yeah, cables, 8-inch cables. So I got a small and a mini. So I've got plenty of small circumference cables. And then they have this sitting on the floor, and I couldn't snap it up quick enough because I have wanted one, but I haven't wanted to have it shipped because I'm cheap. I really, really can't wait to try this out. I know Andrea highly recommends it, and I just think it's going to be a much easier way to block my sweaters and have the airflow underneath. I have limited space with where I can block them, and I like it to be movable. And when you have it on those blocking mats that mesh, interlocking, you can't move the sweater very well.
Yeah. And
if I have a sweater blocking in the origami room and then the kids come, I need to be able to move it, and you can move it on this. So that's the final Knitwits purchase. What did you get at Knitwits? Not nearly as much as I got. For darn sure.
Guess what? More stickers! Stickers! And I just thought that one was cool because it's got the pine tree on it.
Yeah, I love that one. Knit-a!
Yep. And I got their Yarn Shop logo sticker.
Love it.
Yeah.
I love this one.
This one is so cute.
This is so you.
See if you can get it.
I love it. I love it. You are the chicken lady and a yarn egg?
Yeah.
Hello.
It's Yarn Chicken.
Yarn Chicken.
And I play that quite a bit.
All the time. Every time I knit.
They had some really cute ones. They had one there that was a little frog with a crown and knitting. And it was like frog.
Queen of Frog.
Queen of Frog.
Yeah. Frog Queen of Knitting.
Frog Queen of Knitting. That's
Frog
what.
Queen of
Yes,
Knitting. Yeah.
yes. They just had some really cute ones. They had one that looked like a ball of yarn with the little bomb fuse on it.
Yarn
bomb. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They had really cute stickers. And I don't know if these have...
The maker?
Oh, yeah. Add Knits. www.addknits.com. So if you're looking for their stickers. And then I've been trying to finish up my Dairy Rush shawl, which was a shawl from 2 years ago, Yarn Cruise?
I think so.
I think it was 2 years ago, Yarn Cruise. And so those are like 10 stitch repeats, and you're like 400 stitches on your needle, so you're using every single stitch marker. Excuse me. I found that my bulb stitch markers, those yarn overs were jumping so bad, and I was getting so frustrated with it. So I grabbed my Cocoa Knits round the metal, I think they're nylon coated or something.
Yeah.
And used up every single one of my Cocoa Knit stitch markers. And also found that the smaller ones still occasionally would jump that yarn over. So I only had maybe 6 of the large ones. So I got me another container of the large round stitch markers.
Perfect.
So I have plenty.
Stitch jumping for you.
No yarn over stitch jumping. That
Nope.
was a pain in the butt.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember as I did that shawl with the hand spun silk, and that really
Slippery.
jumps.
Yeah.
So you have to pay very close attention and count every single stitch repeat.
Yep.
Yeah. I wish I'd had those stitch markers then. So that was Knitwits.
Yep.
And then we went to Miss Rosemary's in Wyndham. And we did get to see Rosemary and talk with her and see how Mr. Rosemary was doing. And he is doing okay, but still has a lot of recovery ahead of him.
Yep.
But it was nice to see her smiling face and be able to kind of get a gauge on how he was doing.
Yep.
And, yeah.
She said she thinks he's getting there, but he's still got a ways to go.
Yeah, it's still scary stuff. So best of wishes to both of them that he has a speedy recovery.
Yep.
So it was nice to go down there and see. She has got so
if you can't find
many
it
yarns.
there, oh my word, I don't know.
I mean, I
would go.
I did a quick scan with the camera, but I don't think I captured nearly a fraction of what she has. Her shop is very, it's like the TARDIS.
Yeah, you go and you
go
think
in
you've
and
got
it's
the
just-
end, and you keep going. It just keeps going.
Yeah,
and
it's
going.
bigger and bigger. I swear it grows as you
As you're
move
walking.
through it. It's crazy. And Julie and I found an amazing yarn that we have dreams of grandeur that we possibly could make our granddaughters a sweater for Rhinebeck, because we have a Rhinebeck sweater.
Yeah.
They need a Rhinebeck sweater. I gotta tell you, it's probably not gonna happen for me. But this is Universal Yarns Major. It is a bulky weight, and it is 100% acrylic. And it's so pretty. This is the one I got for Dylan. Now this one doesn't have as much. Oh, you can't see it as much. Let me get the. So I got 3 skeins of it because it's a sweater. This one has more, like you can see it has a little bit more green to it. She is really into green, but also still into pink. So I think this is going to be a nice color for her. Still undecided which sweater I'm going to make. I think I do have one picked out. I added it to my queue. I think it's the one, but.
And if you were thinking, ew, acrylic yarn.
Oh, this
because
is
you're
so
thinking the old
soft.
grandma's Red Heart acrylic yarn. This feels nothing
so
like acrylic
soft.
yarn.
Yeah, it's really gonna be,
Very soft.
and it's gonna be a nice, amazing wash and wear for Mom
Easy
to take
for
care
Mom.
of. And then because I'm gonna make a sweater for Dylan, I've obviously got to make one for Lincoln, right? So this is the colors I got for him. And she had a hat knit up with this, and the color changes are very subtle as it's knit. It almost creates its own fade into the other color. So, yeah, I think this is just perfect for Lincoln. So, if I'm not going to get them both done before Rhinebeck. He has no desire.
There's a little purple in it too.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah,
I didn't see that before.
He has no desire to go to Rhinebeck because if you've watched our unboxing videos, Lincoln does not like the smell of wool or like farm animals smell. Or anything to do with it. So he tolerates it because he loves his Nana. But so he's not going to Rhinebeck. We're going to do something special, him and I, later. But yeah, we need to make Dylan and Kinsley a Rhinebeck sweater. So we need to get to Benton. And what did you get?
So I got the same yarn. And Miss Kinsley is kind of out of the pink phase and into the teal phase. So this is like teal and kind of a light bluish grayish color.
Yeah, and there's almost like a lime greeny, well, I guess it's more tealy in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like a mint green almost in there. You can kind of see there's a color difference. Yeah. It's really pretty. There was a lot of gorgeous colorways in this.
Yeah.
One that
we bought her out of that colorway and both of those colorways.
Yeah, we
bought her right out.
3 colorways. Whoops.
But it's a bulky weight yarn.
Yeah.
So we're gonna find a pattern and hopefully.
Yeah, I know which one I'm doing. It's a Bergère de France pattern.
Mine is 2, I think. Was it mine?
Was it?
Mine
was yours is a Bergère de France.
Yes. Mine was 4, 6, 7
Veste. V-E-S-T-E.
Yeah.
I don't remember what mine was, but it's
I think yours was another Veste, but a different number.
Something number, yeah. It's based it actually had color work on it, but I'm not going to do the color work. I'm just going to do
stockinette.
Yeah, stockinette. But it's a shawl collar cardigan. That's what I wanted to do.
And mine is the one that I'm probably going to do for Dylan. It is actually done in 3 different blocks. There's like I think it's a stockinette block on the bottom, and there's like a cable-y bit here, and then maybe a garter stitch on the top. So and it's done in 3 different colors, and rather than do 3 different colors, I'm just going to do the whole thing in this color and see how it comes out.
Yep.
Yeah. And that was it. Rosemary's did it for us.
Whew, yeah. We made it this year.
So here it is.
Oh, to make it all official like?
Here it
all
is.
Official like. We're done.
All the stamps are done. Yay! So we are going to take pictures. This ends tomorrow.
I think I just did mine upside down, didn't I? Or maybe not.
This ends tomorrow, so we're going to take a picture and send it in.
Email it off.
Email it to Mother Purl. And we're done. Absolutely done. She did the passports better this year. Your name is on the one side, so it's only one picture and you're done.
Yep.
Good deal. So much fun.
Yeah.
If you live in the state of Maine or near Maine, highly recommend it. It is a lot of fun. It is a lot of travel. It's all over the state of Maine.
But if you get right to it, when it starts generally July 1st.
Yep.
If you get right to it, you can definitely accomplish it over the weekends of the summer.
Yep. Because it's, we did it in 6 weekends.
Mm-hmm.
There was 2
a couple of evenings that we threw in there, but
the shops that were a little closer to us, we did in a couple of evenings. But I mean, you could easily do it over 6 or 8 weekends.
Oh yeah. I mean, from July to October, you've got 16 weekends?
Yeah.
Or not quite, I guess. 14-ish.
Yeah, about 14 weekends. So it's very doable, and it's so much fun. All the shops are amazing. We had a hell of a time.
Yep.
Definitely recommend it.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's it for the haul video. If you stayed the whole 2 hours, God bless you. Now we gotta pack all this up and go home.
But we can use it now.
Now we can use it now. Get to knitting, because I've got 5 projects that I got from this cruise.
It wasn't all sweaters this time, though.
It wasn't all sweaters. No, 2 of them were, but they're kids' sweaters.
True.
And 2 hats. and a pair of socks, and a cross-stitch project, and a partridge in a pear tree. So that's it.
Yep.
We're done.
Yep. Au revoir.
Thanks for watching. If you would like to find us on social media individually, where can we find you, Julie?
I'm Jules Larrabee on Ravelry. I am jules.makes on Instagram. That's primarily where you find me.
Yeah.
Mostly Instagram.
I'm pretty much just here on YouTube. I don't do a whole lot of the other things. I do have accounts, but on Ravelry, I am Nana's House 15. On Instagram, I am Nana's House _15. And you can always email us at nuttynitty-sisters@gmail.com.
We are on Instagram and Ravelry also. Nutty Nitty Sisters.
Yes. We're not very active, but like here in the comments is where you're going to be best to reach us.
Or email.
Or email. Yep. So thank you so much for watching. We really, truly appreciate it. And until next time, stay nutty and keep knitting. Bye.
Bye.